detected. Rogue artillery turret detected. System malfunctioning. System back online. Serious trauma detected.
What's going on, everybody? Phoenix Gaming here. Thank you for stopping by, and today we are going to be going over the pistol build that you guys just saw in the gameplay footage just before the start of this video. But before I get into the actual build portion, take a moment to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications to never miss another video drop. A lot of you, 92% of you that find this channel, never subscribe or haven't subscribed yet, so please take a moment, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and you can always unsubscribe later. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the build. So throughout the gameplay footage that you saw, that was clearing level 100 on the summit with the shield and pistol build. Now I'm going to show you a few variations of this build, the different types of weapons that you can run in combination with this, because it does cover a good amount of specific weaponry and pertaining to headshot damage only, so you're not going to really max out on crit or crit damage, but you will have an insane amount of headshot damage, and we're going to go into this just now. So to start off, I'm always running my M1A Classic Boomerang. You know the talents, I'm not going to get right into it. And then for the secondary weapon, you can run whatever you want to run. For myself, I run a military P416 if I need to take out the NPCs quickly, or if you really wanted to, you could definitely run a marksman rifle. You could run a Mantis, you could run the Nemesis if you wanted to, or you could run White Death, anything like that, because in this build you're going to see how it synergizes really well with a marksman rifle, but you're also speccing more into the pistol variation of it. Now for the pistol, there's three types of pistols that I recommend using with this build. The first one is the Liberty. The Liberty exotic you can acquire by crafting it. If you haven't done the crafting quest for this, you will have to go around, get the components, and we'll get into if you want to know how to do that, how to get those crafting components for the Liberty pistol, leave your comments down below and then let me know, hey, I would really like to see another video on how to acquire the Liberty pistol, and if that is, I'll go ahead and make a video for you guys. But if you do already have the crafting components for the Liberty exotic, then it's going to drop open world targeted loot pistols is your best chance. And then, so this is the one that I was using. So we know that the Liberty or Death hits grant plus 2% weapon damage, stacks up to 30 times. So you'll get 60% weapon damage. Headshots consume all your stacks, repairing your shield for 3% per stack. So this hits hard. This is with the D50 arc type weaponry. So you're going to have an 8-round mag and you're going to have a slower RPM of 173, but your total damage is going to be far superior. Next, I recommend using the TD1 card custom. Now this just dropped to a title update 11, and this is one of the better pistols to use. Your total damage is going to drop for me is minus 309,000 total damage. The RPM though is high by 310, and then I have plus 10 more rounds, so an 18 round mag. You could definitely go farm this again for targeted loot for pistols, try and get that maximum pistol damage of 15%, but it's always going to roll with +1 skill tier. And then if you get this, I recommend you switch the talent to get Future Perfect. What this does is it adds a 1+ skill tier for 15 seconds. It stacks up to 3 times. So with this build, you're going to see that you could get an invulnerable shield with this build by using the TD1 card custom. And this is where it's going to be more of a benefit to you if you're not really skilled with using, say, the Liberty or the Regulus for doing headshots. Lastly, the third pistol I do recommend you guys use is the Regulus. Now, the Regulus is a raid exotic weapon. Now, with this, if you haven't done the raid, no worries. It's a very good pistol to use. It's definitely a headshot pistol. And why it does this is because of the talent Regicide. It rolls with headshot damage, and then it also rolls with its original pistol damage. But Regicide headshot kills create a 5-meter explosion, dealing 400% weapon damage and applying bleed to all enemies hit. This does an incredible amount of damage. We're talking 6 million and above, just because of the 400% weapon damage and applying bleed to all enemies hit. It is a very extraneous weapon to use. However, it is a raid exclusive, so that means you would have to run the Iron Horse raid, get the exotic components for it, and then have to run back through it again in order to craft the weapon. I do recommend you guys do the Iron Horse raid if you haven't done it. There's LFG groups on Discord. You can find them through Reddit. You can find them pretty much anywhere wherever there's a social media platform, and there's a ton of clans that are always willing to help people do the Iron Horse raid as well. But those are the 3 main pistols that I definitely recommend you use: the Regulus, the Liberty, and then the TD1 card custom. Next, we're going to get into the gear. So for this, we're using Punch Drunk. This always rolls with 20% headshot damage. Then I've got 14.6 weapon damage, 20% pistol damage for the brand set bonus, and then we have a maxed out 10% headshot mod. For the chest piece, we're using Providence Defense, 15% headshot damage, 14.9% weapon damage, 12% critical hit damage, 10% headshot damage rolled, and then another maxed out 10% headshot damage mod. The talent you're going to use is Headhunter. After killing an enemy with a headshot, your next weapon hit within 30 seconds deals an additional 125% of that killing blow's damage. Damage is capped to 800% of your weapon damage. This is raised to 1,250% if your headshot damage is greater than 150%. So you could definitely roll Headhunter onto any DPS, Providence, or any chest piece for that matter that you want to. I recommend you use Providence though, but you can also try and farm a perfect Headhunter, which is on the Walker and Harrison Co. This will give you perfect Headhunter, and then it is called Chain Killer. And with this will give you an additional 150%. Everything else remains the same. You're just getting an added 25% of that killing blows damage. Next, we are going to be running Claws Out. Now, this is a specific DZ drop. So, but the reason why I'm using it is because you do get that +1 skill tier. Don't care about the brand set. And then you get the 500% melee damage, 10% rolled headshot damage, and then you get that added 9% pistol damage. So Claws Out rolls with 2 static attributes, and then you can roll whichever one you want to do. You can roll off skill tier for 15% weapon damage, or you can do the headshot damage. For personally myself, I keep the skill tier because it adds to the health of the shield, and then roll whatever you want to in the center. Now, if you don't like going into the DZ and you don't want to go into the DZ, then you could definitely run something else in place of this. You can run Reconnaissance Holster, try and get that maxed out, or you can run the Tenebrous Sidearm Mount by Grupo Sombra, and then try and get that maxed out as well, or you can run a Walker and Harris. So again, if you don't like going into the DZ, you can always check the store. They always have this sometimes with the vendor, or you can run those 3: Walker, Harris, Grupo, or the Seska Vibro Reconnaissance Holster. For the knee pads, we are running Araldi Holdings, and this is for the brand set of the two-piece. So the first part of it is the 10% marksman rifle damage, 15% headshot damage, and then we've got a max roll of 50% weapon damage, 10% headshot damage, and then we have added 8% weapon handling. Now we are doing weapon handling with instead of crit chance or crit damage because when using the Liberty pistol, you'll notice that you will come off target quite a lot because it is part of the D50 archetype. It is not very accurate or stable sidearm to use. So with the added weapon handling attached to it, you're adding to accuracy, reload speed, and then stability as well with your sidearms. Again, for the gloves, we are running the Hercules Dexterity Gloves by Araldi Holdings, 15% weapon damage, again added 10% headshot damage, and then added 8% weapon handling. And then lastly, we are using the infamous Memento backpack. This is the second best backpack to use with any type of build. And I say second best because overall, for straight damage, vigilance is always going to outperform any talent that you do if you're looking for DPS. Vigilance is always going to proc, it's always going to be there, you're not having to build up to it. But Memento is second best because it rolls with weapon damage, armor, and a skill tier as well. Now whenever you get the Memento from your season pass, which is level 90 I believe, then you can re-roll it to max out your weapon damage, to max out your armor, and you're always going to get a 1+ skill tier. For the mod, I am using the 10% headshot damage, and then we've got the kill confirmed, enemies you kill drop a trophy on death. Collecting trophies provides both a short and long-term buff, the first of which scales with the number of core attributes equipped and lasts 10 seconds. You'll get 5% weapon damage, you'll get 10% bonus armor, and then 5% skill efficiency. For every trophy collected, gain an additional 1% weapon damage, 1% skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regeneration for 300 seconds. Maximum is 30 stacks. So this is the build that we used to clear out floor 100, and by far it's one of the better builds I've ever created. Memento does so many wonders because of the defense, and then the 2 skill tier that you also get on it. You get a tier 3 of this shield, of the ballistic shield, with 60% active regeneration, 200% shield health, and then a 15% holster regeneration. Your health is 8 million, and then your active regeneration is 130, 942, and then 158, 725 holster regeneration. I'm not going to go into the mods because the mods really aren't beneficial. They really don't do much for your skills. But if you have the shield, by all means, run whatever you want to run. I run Reviver Hive, or I can run the drone too. I can also spec the build out to do more skill damage rather than pistol damage. But again, it's all going to be the choice that you make for your build yourself. And then we are using the sharpshooter specialization. This will give you the better 15% weapon handling of target acquisition as well, so that you'll have a better chance of using your pistol and being able to aim down sights as well, and being able to hit your targets more efficiently rather than being all over the place. But again, guys, that is the build, and I have to say I love this build. This build is by far so much fun. I use it on the summit so many times. I wish I could use it during the strongholds, but unfortunately the strongholds are geared for a 4-man group, and I know if the strongholds ever become a solo place for players, then I would definitely run this shield build as well. Other than that, guys, I mean, that is pretty much it. That is the build in a nutshell. I really hope you found this video informative. Take a moment, again, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. If you have Twitter, definitely hit me up on my handle below. And if you have any questions whatsoever, definitely let me know. Leave your comments down below. And then I hope everyone has a great week, and I will catch you around in the next video. Take care.